we have Krypton, right? Krypton, which is looking brilliant. We've had posters and pictures of whatnot. Lobo, a guy that I actually never thought I would see a live version of because of his crude and his powers and everything else. But it looks badass. He was even thought of Jason Momoa playing Lobo because just merely on the looks. But the main guy I want to talk about is Doomsday. A lot of people had problems with Doomsday in BVS. I had no such problems, okay? I think it was hinted that it wasn't Doomsday, it was like Project X or something like that. Look up the encyclopedia, there is another monster similar to Doomsday in that people thought it was. But for those of you who have read The Death of Superman and The Return and everything else, you know that there was another trilogy book, and it was about Superman coming to terms with the fear of Doomsday, and I think it's in those books you find out the origin of Doomsday, and that it was created by this wee mad alien scientist. If I remember right, it was basically on Krypton. But when the creature started, it was like a wee slimy little lizard or something like that, and it evolved into, a bald sort of what you basically saw Doomsday in first of all, without the horns. Basically, a Doomsday without anything protruding from it. Okay, and that's what you got in BVS. Now, the size of Doomsday, of course, has always been portrayed as your normal 6-foot alien, okay, that you got on Superman Smallville, right? You got Smallville, guy in a costume, you only seen wee bits, camera angles of his eye or his nose and stuff. Very rarely did you see the full costume until the final episode or something when it was him. But again, it was height level and 6 foot. So to have Batman, Superman and Wonder Woman fight this monster, okay, it would have looked ridiculous in a guy in a CGI outfit, with horns and stuff like that, or some sort of padded costume. It would just look. But when you look at the artwork that went into to creating Doomsday, where you had images of Batman with the whip around his neck, with his batarang hook or something, or rope, and he's swinging from the neck, and Wonder Woman is jumping up and she's whacking him with the sword, and Superman's doing something else with the heat vision, and it's something to fight on, not something that if you were just an average size of a person, you couldn't have Batman swinging around your neck or anything like that. So that is why Doomsday was created big. Also, we've had different variations of Doomsday from the animated and stuff, but to me the only Doomsday that ever existed was the one that got killed in The Death of Superman, then thrown into space. There was, I think, what happened to that Doomsday, it had some spawn on it, whatever, but then he was sucked into some sort of dimensional hole where he still is to this day. And the Doomsdays that you see now in the comics is some sort of clone. And then one of the animated movies is they had thousands of clones of Doomsday. But he wasn't looked upon as a scary alien anymore. Now this Doomsday that we saw in BVS, if you recall, in the spaceship, it says this sort of thing has been done before, and it is, they don't want to go ahead and do it again. Zack Snyder's came out and says, yes, the original Doomsday is out there, and stuff. Probably for another time, probably we'll never ever see it. It's not that essential. What was essential for this one, and it was paying homage, because this film may never have happened in our lifetime. We would have had the Trinity and Doomsday all in the one movie, and Lex. This was something that you could all sort of believe in, that could take on Superman, Godlike, Batman, whatever. The animated movie, you had the whole Justice League against this monster. Okay, it works in cartoons, but might not work on on real life situations. So yeah, and when you saw Doomsday getting hurt or getting killed, he was slowly becoming the Doomsday that we all know, with the thorns and horns or whatever, stuff protruding, and the fact that the monster Doomsday kills Superman. Okay, not just by a fist fight. Okay, but right through, and that made for me one of the, and with the music playing, just brilliant. It was, when he just falls and when he flies towards his death, and the music happens and then the electricity. Fantastic piece of work. And we shouldn't judge too much on that creature, and just love the way that this creature took on the mighty Trinity in the fashion that it did. So, on the Krypton series, yes, it may look like Doomsday that we all know, but so far, all I believe is, on the Krypton TV show, is that Jor-El's grandfather, or the El's family plus the Zod, somehow helped try and create this with the mad scientists. So there you go. It's never ever going to be, most characters, when it comes to TV or movie, doesn't really pan out the way you want it to, or the origin sort of story of the way you want to. Because what they do is they make it believable for the audience that doesn't read comics. And that's why I believe we should just try and love the Doomsdays that we get. Okay, and thank you. Let me know your thoughts and feelings and whatnot on the Doomsday character on itself. And as I say, I'm enjoying Krypton. I'm a couple of episodes away from the end. And again, it just makes me sad. It just makes me want a Henry Cavill against Brainiac in the big screen. I am preferring it to the Supergirl thing, and I'm just not trying to be sexist. It's just that, the Supergirl, even though I enjoy it just belittles Superman. That's all I feel that show does. Okay, well, let me know your thoughts and feelings about anything or whatever in your comments below. Please like and subscribe. Please check out the DC Fan Gives Hope page for more news and stuff like that. And oh yeah, I checked out the Harley Quinn trailer. Excellent. And the Teen Titans is doing well. It's had great some reviews. I just hope now that it's they all go to Netflix, because at some point or another, because I believe the world should see it all, and because sadly in the UK we're not going to get most of these DC TV shows. Okay, thank you.